So good day, welcome to multi-net design in the continuation of our commercial building development in revit 2023. In this project we are going to work basically on annotation. What I mean by annotation is that we are going to put a programming of space. We're going to write the function of each space in this, and we are going to put dimension in all areas. So if you are looking for more trick, wait patiently and gather more knowledge. Now, in this particular last tutorial, we were able to put the seat accordingly, the space, what next, and what are those things that are supposed to be on each pages according to, and the way you should arrange your sheets when you are doing architectural drawing. So we were able to do all those ones and put everything in order. So here today we are going to work basically on this, and this is the place we are going to work so that you'll be able to understand what to do. Since you have scaled your drawing, it is more easier for you to put all the annotation here. So if anyone is bigger, you'll be able to correct it adequately. So double click inside this and move into it. And the next thing to do is that you go to annotate, just put on text, and this place we are starting with the restaurant. Yes, so that is it. So here again you change this one to let's say female side, or we call it ladies. Yes, then the male side we call it gents. Okay, so that the whole purpose of doing this design will not be defeated. So that is it, where you arrange your stuff. Then at this place, do this one, stay still, double click on it, highlight and still. Good. So as you have done with this, now copy this one, move it here, and call this place surface, because this is the place of restaurant that is distribution of food will be taking place. So call it surface 3. Surface 3, sorry. Good. So here you can copy this and call it store or baking area. So anyone, you can call this one baking. Then this one should be control here. You can call it code area or refrigerator. And just call it code. Yes. Okay, let's say refrigerator. Yeah. I don't know whether I got the spelling, so just look for the scenario and get the spelling right. So that's just it. Then this place will be for security. Copy this part and put it there. Call this one, control here, say security portal. Good. So that is that for in the aspect security portal. Return this back to this space. Fine. So the next one, control, just copy again and put it there. This is what? This is lift. Good. So this place is copy and call it entrance porch. Good. So that is the function of the whole thing. Then this one is going to be entrance as well for the main. So those who pass here are going to the first floor. So you copy again and put it here and call this one just office. You can call it office or whatsoever. So here you label this one again and just call this one clock. Okay. So clock is like a place where you keep all your equipment for staff to use and whatsoever. So that's the function space that we have put in all these places. That the lift, you can copy that lift and put it in that place again. This place. So good. So now the annotate you have done, you need to change the, just say select all instance, then duplicate this one, duplicate it and change the name to something like ground letters. The reason you will change is that if you make any utterance to the earlier letter, so that will, this one will remain its property, while that one will go. So I'm going to use techniques, and I'm going to increase the size or leave the size the way it is. Apply first. Good. So this is the techniques. So if you want to make it bold, you can click on it and make it bold, and if you want to increase the size, you can do the same thing. So you reduce this type size to something like 3. So it should not take a, so I say you should check dictionary for this refrigerator and correct refrigerator and correct the whatsoever that you need. Okay, so you can copy this inferior space, inferior aspect, put it there, so that is the restaurant and everything you have done here. So the next thing to do is that you can now go to level 2. That's level 2 here. So this is an open, what's it called? It's not an office space per se, but this is a shopping mall where they sell and different kind of things. So this is what you do in this place. How do you do that? You bring the same letter you have done by clicking on annotate text and you just say shopping. So that's what that place will be for. So you can now go back here, copy some of these that are available, select all instance here and go and delete them up there in this view and say copy, bring them here and say paste to current view. So like this, delete this one, just change it to restaurant, shopping. Then delete this, copy everything from here. Good. So the security portal still exists to this point, but this service is going to be deleted, and this place you just change it to stop. Do the same thing here too. Okay. Stop. So that's it. We continue with the gents and ladies. The entrance port is going to disappear in this place, because then you have a deck part at that point. So this is another stair. Copy this. Same way you have stair here, same way you have stair here. So that is how this place works. So office and office. So this is going to be like a lobby. You can change this one to an office because of the same size there. copy, good. So you go to level 3, and that is where you have office generally. Everything here is about office, and this place is the deck at the top. So you work on those area conveniently by rearranging them. So this place, you open this, so let's access flow or through. So what are you going to do is that you copy that again, go to modify and say paste current view. So you delete this one that are not in line with the so now delete this, and you come here now, use this office and transfer the whole attribute to each space. So as you're done with this, select here and you say copy from here to here, then select the two to then bring it them from one to another, two multiple. So you can look at it, so two multiple selection. So you continue like that and paste it. So security portal might still be here, but this time around they are going to come to this particular space because they cannot be having issue with that point. So the lift still continue and so on and so forth. So we continue like that. So here at the top here, just say balcony. Good. So you delete this. So the balcony you're having here is sit out, that people climb up, and somebody from here can just say executive. So just put it like that, so you know that's executive office is there. So this one will be like toilet for the executive. So and this space will be given to something like you can call it library. So that is the function of the space programming you are doing. So this one will give you a lot of confidence in what you do, and remember this particular one is typical. This is how the remaining plans looks to the last floor, except these parts that will cut off later on. So after you are done with this, you can just decide to save the element as it asks you. So what next to do is that now need to do what to start putting dimension into it. There are 3 dimension moderation in this thing. So the first one is that you can do dimension individually like this. Put all your dimension individually, which is good. Then you check the edge to edge dimension, the overall not sure issue. So click here and say by face, so that we will not be selecting the center line. So we put it there. That is overall dimension, the whole length of the whole building. This is the breadth of the whole building. So that is that. Now the next is the individual option and references. So you pick entire wall and choose what you want to do. So you click on opening, then we specify all the windows and the width. So you set the width and you start using this when you select all the walls at once. Can you see? So the reason why this one is not selecting is that because they are not windows, they are walls, so curtain walls. So you pick them like that. So anywhere you are having window, select them like this one, so you're able to select everything at once. So that is the formula, and it's quicker and more precise. So if you can decide to do another more options and say instead now say grid interaction, can you see? So close this one, so you use this one. So by the time you select this, can you pick all the grid space, so wherever you have their grid collide with the, you select them all. So that is the quick and fast way in which you do your, so everywhere that is grid, it will help you to select them at once and paste them where it's supposed to be pasted. So that is how you do your annotation and dimension. And the best thing is that after you have done it, since everything is rhyme and quick like that, you don't need to go and be doing it there again. Just click and say select all instance in this view, select all instance in this view and say copy. Then you can copy dimension into another level. Just say align to current view. Can you see? So this one that I need to be retained, it will be retained and they will be aligned straight up. So you don't need to come and be repeating things that are already been there. So you do the same thing all over and all over again. So here you just need to adjust some individual references. Instead of you using option now, you don't need to use option again. So you can use interactive wall as well. So this one will allow you, when you select this, it's going to give you the size of the block and everything you have done, you are doing. Can you see? So it's giving you interactive, how the wall interact with one another. And when you are doing it in the form of room programming, it's more easy. So if you are doing, instead of selecting room by room, point by point, this one will be quicker for you. Can you see what I'm saying? So that is how it works. So now what you need next is that individual references that will allow you to choose individually, select the space for your own good and development. So that is the points here. The annotation has been done, whole regulatory body of this. So you follow this step one after the other when you are doing your design activities. Adjust this. So now for the newbie in architecture, the rule of a dimension is that the intersecting one always starts from beginning, because those are the clumsy one. The lesser one, that is the grid part, should be the second layer, while the last one should be the edge to edge, out to out dimension. That is the whole length and the whole breadth should be the last in your dimension post. You don't bring this in between, it's going to be confusing. Like here now, put this one in between, you start with the edge to edge. No, start with the last part, so that the whole thing will be references and people will understand what you are dimensioning. If you are taking a note of the window, they should know. If you're taking note of the walls, you should know. If you're taking note of the space, you should know. So like this one now, you can reduce the size if you have issue with the revit and this kind of thing is having issue. So what you don't need to do is the way you are selecting the text design. So don't duplicate, you can paste so that you not affect everything in general. So you can now reduce this one to like, okay, let's say 1, and you apply it. Can you see? So that size reduced, but it's not still applicable. So the next thing to do is that you can click and drag so that the space will be there. Can you see? So you give space to this where this thing needs to be, while you retain the format of what you need to do. So that is it, and that is the way you go about your design on daily basis. So thanks for watching. See you in the next tutorial.